Alright ladies and gents, today I'm trying something new with the video style. For a while now, I've been concerned with the way my videos are made, and how it WAS and single quotes T. as fun as I wanted it to be. Well, okay, the voiceover can't say words. I wasn't set on an exact topic for today's video, but I thought I may as well ramble about something, or some things, as in I'll probably bring up a few things, since she's in the background. Video. I'd like to talk about the newest hunter in Identity V, the Peddler. Now that she's officially out and even in rank, I think it's safe-ish to talk about her and give an honest opinion. So, I'm a Survivor main myself, and I happen to also main possibly one of her bigger counters Norton. Look, there I am to support Zen, my boyfriend BTW. So Norton specifically is really good against her vines, which feel a lot like Ant's cats. But another way to avoid the vines is pallets, windows, or sharp turns, as the vines can be a bit wonky to control as of right now. As you can see, she didn't like me supporting, so switched to me. This was fairly soon after she came out, so they didn't know how to play her. Now, another of her abilities is the chip damage. A very annoying trait if they get the jump on you. My only advice is to be mindful of where you stab. There is a moment's notice where you'll see the radius of damage below you. This may seem like common sense, but you single quotes really be quite surprised at how it isn't to some. Here is actually an example of Norton versus Peddler's vines. I'm so lucky the stun was just enough. Now, yet another ability, as if she didn't have enough, is the vines that trap you in place that she places on the ground. That's the best way to describe it. Angle. So, they have been known to use this as a really evil chair camping tactic, and I'm not sure if it can be fly healed, but I do know that during a chase, if they use it, it's usually because they are too slow and want to get a little bit closer. So you should try to be careful around windows and pallets with that ability, as they'll use it to sort of trip you up. Next one is when she locks ciphers. Not much to say on that, simply because when they do have this ability, it hardly seems to affect the outcome of my matches. That could just be a me experience, so that's something you have to figure out on your own. Now, my least favorite ability, but also simultaneously my favorite. This evil doorway thing. Some of the ways this can be used is actually so foul and evil, cause it's so easy to tricking Sir VS into taking terror shocks. I've seen it happen. But also in one of my matches against her, I hugged a pallet while going around her gateway, and the pallet. It was so funny. The gateway doesn't seem to be counterable, but it is manageable. Now, overall, if I had to rate Valentina as a hunter out of 10, I'd have to give her in rate 10. This isn't me saying she's bad, just that maybe I haven't seen her full potential yet, and she, as of right now, is a good hunter that it is possible to win against if you work well. I've seen many people complaining about her, but I'd take facing a Peddler in rank over a Hullabaloo or even a Goatman any day. So, next topic would probably have to be what was announced recently at the KOA finals. First off, crossovers. Speaking of, anyone wanna buy me the line friends Florian skin? I'd carry in rank in joking. Okay, but further in the distance crossovers. I don't know anything about Paper Bride, and I am vaguely aware of Freeran, but I am happy to be getting another Knight skin, I suppose. It is unnecessary after Deduction Star, and also his last A tier. A lot of people wanted the Death Note crossover to return, and a few others too. But personally, the Promised Neverland is the perfect comeback crossover, as it's something I've really wanted for a while since I only started playing a year ago. I really look forward to pulling from Yujika, Sanju, and maybe even going to try and get Ray or Emma. Some people in the TikTok Identity V fandom are really just downers, so it made me unhappy to see such negative reactions. But then I remembered, it's their loss if they DONT like it. Me and a few others are getting exactly what they want. Maybe if I remember to do it, I'll record my TPN pulse I have 700 inspos saved, and hopefully, we'll have a few more by the time it comes back. The next things to look at would have to be ... the new characters. 3 new characters were shown, and even one has his limited essence poster and .pv video out already. The characters are the Escapologist, the Lantern Eye ST. And the Hunter, the Qist. So I personally am not that interested in the 2 last characters, but I am interested in the Escapologist. Efren Weiss, as we now know him, seems to be a really cool looking serve with an interesting set of abilities. As he isn't officially released yet though, I want be explaining his abilities, though instead I want to add my piece to the reaction to his abilities. I don't think that he is too overpowered. When we remember that NetEase has been pumping out Strong Hunter after Strong Hunter, i.e. Hullabaloo, Goku. Having a Survivor who looks like they could be pretty solid is a really great piece of news. I truly think some hunters need to stop complaining, because I remember people freaking out over characters like Knight, Meteorologist, and Archer, but they've all received nerfs that, for some, seem unnecessary. These nerfs hindered their characters, and it's considered that quite a few hunters got buffed. Recently, stronger serves are also needed. So, as what I am assuming is a rescue character, I think Efren is looking like he could truly be a great character to learn. But I pray he won't get nerfed into the ground. His revealed essence has also been a topic. Has been discussed frequently within the community after it was posted. I personally don't see why so many people have taken issue with the Middle Eastern theming as there are already skins with it. I've seen plenty of people on TikTok who have said as people from the Middle East, saying they see no issue with it until the video was released, and even then I have not seen any disdain to how they have presented the essence, but I have noticed that people who largely took interest in calling it problematic were white players. I'm fairly certain other people can give better accounts of how this is all being handled on TikTok, so I'd like to bring something else up. See these two right here? Now they kiss. I'm joking. But it's kinda a fun idea. Okay, like a couple weeks later, I remember I was making this and I got Efren. So, that's awkward. I have nothing to finish this video, so I'll make another one for him and info I have with him. Bye-bye for now.